Welcome back to Weems Auto. This is the second part of our video on working on this 1993 Dodge Dynasty. In the last video, I removed the starter and reinstalled a new starter in order to get it to be able to crank over. And we didn't get any kick-off on the engine, so we're going to investigate what is the cause of the problem now with the vehicle. Since I didn't hear a fuel pump, I'm leaning more towards a fuel issue. So I'm going to go ahead and connect up a fuel tester kit and see if we got any fuel pressure. So give me a minute, let me get the hood open and get our fuel pressure kit connected up, and we'll crank it over and see if we have any fuel pressure. So I've got my fuel pressure gauge connected up to the fuel rail. On this particular engine, your port is right here on the fuel rail in the center. Gauge is cleared, so let's go ahead. We got our battery connected. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see if we get any fuel pressure. Alright, that should have been enough to give us some fuel pressure, and we have nothing. Alright, so as I suspected, we're having a fueling issue, which is going to be two independent problems. One, we could not be getting power to the fuel pump as I'm not hearing it fire off, or two, the fuel system is clogged. Or three, the fuel pump is just dead. So actually three different problems. So the next step is to test and see if we have any power getting to the fuel pump. Since we're not having any pressure here. Easiest test for that would be to find a way to disconnect the fuel pump from the fuel line and crank the engine, or turn the power to the fuel pump and see if we got any fuel coming out of the fuel pump. So give me a little bit, let me locate where the fuel pump is at on this vehicle, how to access it, and see if we have any, the pump is actually working or not. Alright, so doing some investigating, I found two issues. The first one, let's start this. There we can hear our fuel pump kick. There it goes. So the fuel pump is working, but one of the problems, let me get you down underneath here. So we can see, if you can see that, those two lines are disconnected. Somebody has been messing around back here. And then the other problem, let me get you back here in the back. This stuff out of the way. Crawl underneath here. There we go. And we can see that somebody has been putting a new fuel pump and a fuel filter. I'm not exactly sure why this filter has wiring on it. I'll have to investigate that. But let me figure out a way to hold this camera. But one of our problems here is this connector here is broken and will easily come disconnected, removing power from the fuel pump. But Nothing is coming out of this fuel pump. And so I'm assuming this is our line here. So, either it has no gas in the tank, or as somebody has been messing around with these lines here, we got problems with the fuel lines. But we're also going to need to fix that connector to see where I can find a new connector for this. And then also investigate why this fuel filter has a power to it. Could be the wrong type of fuel filter. I don't know. But I'm gonna do some more investigating into this, and we'll get further into this. I'll add some more parts of this video, but as I do some more research.